Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time of day you're choosing to watch this video. Thank you so very much for being here. I'm Jacob Avillion. I'm joined as always, of course, by the sexiest co-host in the game, Brayden McClellan. I'm dressed kind of sexy today. I got the buttons a little unbuttoned on the Hawaiian
Let them
shirt right
know.
now. Let them know. This is my going out look. Whenever I leave the house, I always leave the top couple of buttons unbuttoned on the Hawaiian. You know,
Oh, shit.
when I want to be a little slut, I'll leave a few buttons unbuttoned on the Hawaiian shirt. You know what I'm saying? I only button the bottom three. Um, but great. What's going on?
First things first. You've already seen this. New hat alert.
New hat alert. Major hat alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, how we feeling about the fucking hat?
I love it personally. I give it a big old thumbs up.
Shout out to Alan.
Alan the
Oh,
Typhlosion.
it's just a perfect combo for me. Texas, Typhlosion being the Pokemon I beat my first Nuzlocke with. It's just perfect.
Banger.
Let's see. I'm starting to get real burnt out with my coworkers.
Uh-oh.
They're just a combination of like the worst combination of like middle school boys and like high school girls.
Mm.
It's just like the shit they find funny, the way they talk, how vulgar they'll be just randomly for no reason, even though we are just coworkers. They gossip like crazy, talking behind each other's backs like crazy. It's just like, yo, can we just go to work, be grown ass men, and go home?
No.
No, no, of course not. Uh, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think anything other than that. Shit. Last month in the house. This is the last month in the house. Yeah, we got. I'm trying to think. 2, maybe 3. I'd have to look at the calendar. Recordings with this kind of backdrop before it's a new house.
We go somewhere else. Yeah.
Which will be fun and exciting. I can't wait to unpack everything, get my setup fully set out again, and can start streaming Wii games again. That'll be fun. But yeah, we'll be moved in, and then that first weekend after the move, Switch 2, baby. So I got to get the room all ready because I took those 2 days off work, pre-ordered the Switch 2. We're gaming, we're streaming, we're gonna be having a good time. Trying to think of anything else for me. I think that's. Gabe's coming back to town soon. I don't know, another 2 weeks, baby. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's about it for me. How you doing, baby?
I'm a little sleepy. I'm doing all right.
I'm always sleepy.
Yeah. Keen-eyed viewers may notice my backdrop's a little brighter today.
Very brighter.
We're recording at a decent hour.
Yeah.
So we're recording at it's only 5:40 Eastern as of right now. Lately we've been doing you've been on the grind. You've been on the grind, so we've been recording.
Oh yeah, a lot of overtime. I'm trying to move out this year, so I'm trying to
get that money.
Stack some cash.
Yeah. So it's been what do you call it?
Also, I paid for my hotel room for Worlds when I go to Worlds. Yeah, it was. It wasn't even one of the more expensive ones, but it was still just like. But it was also the closest one to the convention center.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-minute walk. It says it's like right next to it. So, but yeah, tickets booked. Like everything's ready for that trip, dude. I can't fucking wait.
It'll be so cool.
Yeah, but anyways, back to you.
What do you call it? Oh yeah, I was just gonna say we've been we're recording earlier today, so it's it's nice. Get home, eat, shower, and then that's it. We're right into it. So it's good stuff. Nothing too crazy. I guess I'll have a little more to discuss next week for what I've been on because this weekend I'll be going to see Thunderbolts with a friend of mine. Or I guess
I'll probably be seeing
Avengers, as it's now called.
I think that's just in universe, yeah.
Yeah, but I just mean yeah.
I'll probably see that this weekend too.
It's been out for 3 days. Obviously, everybody's seen it already. So let's go ahead and change all the promotional material. Oh, what just happened?
Oh my god!
Where'd I go? Okay, I'm gonna. Not ideal. I'm gonna pause the recording until I figure this out. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back.
That was quick.
Yeah. What did it look like on your end?
You just got less bright. That's all that happened.
Oh, my
Like
screen
like
looked
yeah,
black
your monitor. Yeah.
for me. So that's what it, or like Discord dark gray, I should say. I don't know what the fuck
Hmm.
just happened, but all I did was close or minimize the app and pull it back up, and it fixed itself. So we're here. Um,
We're here.
we are here. We're in this bitch. I don't have much going on at the moment. Presently. Oh, I guess there's a blanket on my bed instead of a bed sheet because Onyx peed on my fucking pillow last night, and a
Mm.
little bit also got onto the to the bed sheet. So that's actually in the wash right now.
Naughty pussy.
Naughty pussy. That's what the fuck I'm saying, man. I like love her to death, right? On my pillow. My pillow.
Damn. Yeah. Nowhere else.
I
Couldn't
can
aim
clean
anywhere
it
else.
if it's on the bed. I can clean the. I can't really clean the pillow of cat piss. I like that's just not. That's a $70 pillow. I'm gonna have to get a new pillow. I can clean the cover. I can clean the case. I can't. I can't like really clean the actual pillow with anything other than soap and water, and that's not getting the smell of cat piss out of the pillow. And also, my fucking nose goes there when I lay on it. So, nah. I got this pillow.
Nah.
There used to be two pillows over there. There's only one now. The other one is in the closet right now. I'm probably just gonna chuck it here soon. Like I ain't nothing I can do with it. It's gonna smell like cat piss forever. So, and you know, I didn't notice it until I went to lay my head down on it last night, and it felt wet, and I'm like, huh? And I look up, and I'm thinking like, I was just sipping my water, and I spilled a little bit. Maybe that's all that is. And I'm like, it's a pretty big spot though. And I'm like,
Can I flip
nah.
around and piss right on the pillow?
So I fucking put my nose close to it and I give it a whiff, and it's potent. I'm like,
Potent.
motherfucker. And I know it was Onyx because Bowie's is way stronger of a smell because he's older. With younger cats, typically they don't smell as strong. Granted, she's at that age now where it should start to smell more. So thankfully it didn't, at least this time. But like again, I didn't notice it until I was like right next to it, and I didn't smell it until I was like right up to it. But I mean, yeah, that happened right as I was going to bed last night. I had to handle that. Was not happy.
Damn.
I was quite upset with her. And
Terrible timing.
Yeah, I was quite upset with her. And then, what do you call it? When I actually did end up going to bed, she popped up on the other side of the bed with her paws up like this and just poked her head up to see if it was okay. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And so she hopped up on the bed. And then
I would have been like, not tonight.
I'm mad at you. But she's too pretty. She's lucky.
No, definitely cave
So, yeah.
early with punishments when it comes to Dirk, so I get it.
Yeah, no, I've done it with Bowie for going on 2 years now. Yeah, I've never really had to do much with Onyx. She's been mostly pretty good. But my pillow, we can't have that. We can't be having that. So,
No bueno.
it was not having it. So, but other than that, I think that's about it. Oh yeah. Oh, and after Thunderbolts, my friend and I are going to Kings. So it's about damn time I could use them right now.
We'll get into this later.
Yeah.
You gotta see Sinners.
I've been told it's phenomenal. Yeah, I got to give that a watch. And I want to see it in theaters too. I don't want to pirate it. Like I want to put my money to that.
Yes, please. It's one of those movies. It's like, well, please go watch this one.
I want to give that my money. It deserves it.
God, so fucking good, dude. Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, one of them ones.
8, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. I've heard Josh Allen probably wouldn't enjoy the movie very much. From what I've heard.
I don't think it's even as bad as some people were making it out to. Like, but yeah, I mean, obviously, if that was my partner, I wouldn't love to see that. But it's not like, I don't know. It wasn't as graphic like between the two of them as people made it out to be.
Fair enough. Oh, and I'm back on Hinge. So one must.
I hopped off.
One must imagine Sisyphus happy. I'm on the Boulder app again. I am pushing the Boulder up the hill.
I just came down it. You're going back up.
Yeah, I've just started the ascent again.
Because the final straw for me was like, me and this girl were texting like on phone number. We went to phone number for like a week. had a date planned.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed super into it. Day of, ghost.
Women. You know,
Why?
women.
Why?
Women are so beautiful. I just wish they were good people. I just wish they were good people. Truly, I wish.
It's one of the realest things I've heard in a minute.
I wish they were good people because they're so pretty. They're so beautiful, right? I love women, and you know, I'm not super duper picky. I have a type definitely, but there's a lot of variance there for me. I like women. I wish they were good people.
Dude.
Yeah. Well,
because it's
sorry. Go ahead.
it's so easy to open yourself up to be vulnerable to them not being good people.
Mm-hmm.
One pretty smile and you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah. But you know, I think that's part of the experience, though. I think it makes it all the more rewarding when you find good people.
Can I skip to that part already? I've been through enough. Can I skip to that part already?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've undergone enough character development. I'm fucking ready, but still, you know, a little more.
Because it sucks. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I know I'd be a fucking great boyfriend. I can't. I'm not gonna hold myself. I know I'd be amazing. Ain't nobody letting me try.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hey, it depends on how things go. Gabe moving back to town might mean trouble for him. I might be making him dress like a femboy at this point. Like we're reaching that point.
So you didn't lose all that weight for nothing. All right, let me. I'm gonna close you out.
Actually, I'm gonna need you to gain some of that back.
just in the ass and the thighs. So
he's like, mind. I got a little workout routine for you. You're gonna follow this strictly. Here's this strict diet.
Yep. Beautiful. Nah.
Because I disagree with the rest of the group chat. I'm the top. Like if we were sandwiching up, I'm top.
Oh, Gabe's bottom.
I got told I was bottom. That's what I was saying.
No, Gabe's the bottom.
I don't know why the fuck he stopped. He threw me at the bottom. I was like, what the fuck is this about? This is a while ago, so I don't know if you.
He knows damn well. All right, it's no secret.
He you know what? He baited me. He wanted to get domed, and he did. Like that's what happened.
He had to coax you into it.
His little fucking twink charade that they always play.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're familiar with the twink charade then? You're intimate.
I've heard. I don't know. You know.
Or so I've been told.
I've been told. I'm not in that community, but I converse with people of all communities. You hear things. You learn things.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Maybe you broaden your horizons a bit too along the way. Maybe you dabble in some. Anyway. No, but I had this dude. I shit you not. I spent an embarrassingly long amount of time last night just trying to get the algorithm to learn that I don't really. My type is not like blonde, like college, like on the beach white woman. Like that's not that they're not pretty. It's just
sure.
Like it doesn't do anything for me because like dude, I hit the X and it would just show me the same woman.
The same woman.
It doesn't do anything for me. I don't.
For me, that type of woman, like they're in play, but they're on the bench. They're like if a starter gets injured, maybe I'll throw them in.
Most of them are just not very interesting people either. In all fairness, like, in my experience talking with people that look like that, and I hate saying that but at the same time, if you read their profiles, they don't provide much detail at all. It's the most bare minimum. Like that's the worst part. Provides the least amount of detail about herself.
Yes,
it's like I'm on a dating app to learn about you. Like you,
especially Hinge. It gives you the most tools to show yourself off more.
It could not provide. It gives you a ton. It gives you a ton.
It's
a video prompt.
It still caps off because it's still a dating app. Like it still caps off at some point. But dude, the monotony of scrolling through it and reading the same goddamn answers to these prompts is annoying.
I couldn't believe it last night. I only encountered one Helen Keller isn't real. I only encountered one. That is a record.
Let's put a pin on that. We'll come back to that. But other classics are like my most irrational fear, men. And it's like
dating apps.
It's that first of all, okay, then why are you here? And it's like that's a funny thing to say amongst girls. You're saying that to me. That's dumb. Like you're saying that to men. That's a dumb thing to do. Yeah. You're like, this kills with my friends, and I'm like, they're females. It makes sense for them. It's funny. You're telling me you're scared of
like
me. Why would I want to
like,
progress
just
this?
like when men tell each other we're scared of women. I would never tell a woman I'm scared.
100%.
Like, what the like that wouldn't make any sense. I would never be
at least ones I'm actually trying to go after. If it's like a female friend, I might make that joke.
But precisely what you wouldn't put that on your dating profile that you're scared of women.
Absolutely not.
Because that's not attractive. The same way saying you're scared of men is granted, for them it's a little different.
It makes sense to a point, but also it's like, okay, so now you're lumping me in. You've lumped them all.
Well,
all have been in one.
Get off dating apps if that's how you feel. You know, if you're like.
Or change your preference.
If you're like very scared of men, or especially if you've had an experience that causes you to be very scared, meeting people organically is probably the best thing for you. It's probably like if you don't feel safe on dating apps, do not use them. They're not great.
Yeah.
I have a very love-hate relationship with Hinge. All right, it is what it is.
Same.
It's the Boulder app for a reason. It's the Sisyphus app. One must imagine.
Sometimes you push that boulder up a little farther than you did last time. Yeah, you're like, maybe.
One must imagine Sisyphus happy. But no, I did eventually, it started showing me the women I wanted to see as of like this morning. And so I a little bit today at work or whatever, my break or whatever, I did scrolled a bit. Scrolled a couple at home here, but I had to. I mean, but doubling back to like the people that don't put hardly anything on their profile. Again, if you look just like 40 other women I've just seen, if you don't have anything in your profile whatsoever about who you are, why would I click the heart? What incentivizes me to be like, I want this one? What?
Sometimes I get into headspaces, and I hate being in these headspaces because I want to be a lover boy.
Right.
But sometimes, like, the physical urges take over a little bit, and I'm like, if the profile has nothing to it of substance but their heart, I just like a picture and I move on. So I don't know if this is just me, if I'm the only one who does this, but if any woman out there sees this and you got just a heart on a picture from me, I don't have pure intentions. Don't interact with me.
I don't have pure intentions. He's honest. It's okay.
Like, if I'm interacting with the prompt, I like your vibe. If I liked just the picture, I was lonely one night. Please don't interact with me. I don't want to go down that road.
I have a rule where I just don't use the apps when I'm horny, like ever.
That's a great rule.
Because I'm gonna end up doing that, and I don't.
That's a great rule.
I don't want to act.
Outstanding rule.
Yeah, I don't want to act with ill intent. I want to be pure and going forward with love in my heart, and I don't want to be horny because.
It's the don't be hungry while you're grocery shopping type
because
vibe.
You're gonna shop for things you don't need. Same thing with being horny while you're on a dating app. If you're horny while you're on a dating app, you're gonna shop for things you don't need. Not that you can't have those things, but you're gonna shop for things you don't need. So
and I'm not trying to be like that. I don't want to be like. I want to be a lover boy.
Exactly. So just never open them when you're horny. And if you discover that you're getting horny while you're on it, close the app because you're not gonna be acting with pure intent.
No.
But no, I did. Did start seeing what more of my type, more what I was looking for. Excuse me. So
yeah, I said I probably would get back on it after the move.
Yeah.
But like I said, the girls within a 15-mile radius of me right now, not it.
My radius is at 30. I'm flexible. Especially like if they live closer to my mom, that's fine. Anyways, I could just go hang out with my mom. Like whatever.
I hate driving. Like I'm not trying to drive. Like I don't know you yet. I'm not trying to drive a lot.
Well, see, I'm always keen on like meeting in the middle if we're like that far, because then it's like a 20-minute drive. Like that's fine. Now I'm not driving to Orlando to meet somebody for the first time. But
also because once I get further out, I don't know that I really only know the area exactly where I'm at. That's about it.
So I'll just drive.
But at least when I move, I get to play like the hey, I just moved here. Where's a good spot type card. But it's going to be more rule. I will be having to at least go to that 30.
Yeah, I do. I do not enjoy, like, what do you call it? A lot of them, the same type of women I was telling you about that I was getting initially. It was a lot of them, take me out on a boat. I don't own a fucking boat. Bro, none of us own fucking boats. All right?
I forgot you were in Tampa for a second. I was
we're never going to own a boat.
Yeah,
He has that kind of money right now.
Oh, typical Sunday rotting.
Yeah. What do you do in your free time? Yap. All right, bro. Give me.
What do I respond with? Like, what do we?
Give me anything to work with here.
I won't shut up about literally anything. I love to yap.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. It's copy and paste.
And then I'm like, yap my ear off. Like I don't know how else to respond to this. Like I don't.
No, I don't bother. If somebody has one of the like cookie cutter like
Well, because sometimes I'm like, I get it can be difficult to make a profile, and like the way you dress is nice. Like your vibe through the pictures is cool. Like you look,
something
the
else would have
activities
to
you're
do
doing in the pictures is the
something
like
else would
fun
have to do a
activities.
lot of heavy lifting for me
Yeah.
to be interested in a profile that has one of the four horsemen, which is anything about yapping, anything about
Yap,
Helen
rot,
Keller,
Helen Keller, hating men.
hating men. The four
What's the four?
horsemen. The four horsemen of dating apps. Oh,
Hold up, brother. Careful.
The Horde Horseman.
Relax.
Excuse me. The Horde Horseman. Yeah. No, the four horsemen. If I see multiple immediate, I can't do it. Like, where
It's a good play.
Yeah. No. I got the playbook down.
Dude, one of these days we're gonna the segment will be both of us just on Hinge. Like that's gonna be the segment. We're not gonna show profiles because
No, of course not.
that would be insane. Some people do that. Like they'll be streaming stuff and they'll be on dating apps, and that's insane to me.
I have a friend who.
I get that they make those public.
Yeah.
That's different. Amongst your friends is fine.
Yeah, it's just like if I send you a screenshot.
It's a council meeting,
which I've done before. Like what I say.
Yeah, I've done that too.
The response I sent to this girl, it had a picture of her in it. That response was a banger, by the way. I was cooking. I was cooking with gas.
Hmm.
That was me.
Well, yeah. One of these days, I think the main segment should be us on Hinge at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously,
whenever we're both on at the same time, we got to get on it.
Yeah. Hey, if you're on in a month, we'll be there at the same time.
Yeah. I probably will be because I don't plan on like. What do you call it?
You're not rushing for a date?
I don't use it like often when I do have it. Too. It's not like I used it a good bit last night because I had just gotten it back.
You got to get the algorithm straight.
Yeah, I gotta make sure they know what's up. I can't have.
Sometimes I'll reach a point where I just hop on once a week, send the free rose, and then fucking go back off.
I've done that. I've gotten to that point a couple times. Where I just the half court shot. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen is in your Hinge standouts. She's there.
100%. 100%.
It's like a lineup of like 6 of them every single time. They know what they're
especially once it knows you a little bit better.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, especially because the algorithm is based on attractiveness, quote unquote, or whatever. Like they look at your pictures and see how attractive you are, and the people you get on your feed are supposed to be as attractive as you, allegedly.
Well, that explains a lot.
That's how the Hinge algorithm works. So like
that explains a lot.
I think are like a league above you or whatever, according to the Hinge algorithm. I guess is how that
probably
works. So. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life is in your Hinge standouts. Just take a look.
Yeah, I'll say this. This might be rude. Charles Barkley is correct about San Antonio women. I don't know how versed you are in his beef with San Antonio women.
I've definitely heard that he
enough
has the beef. I don't remember exactly what he said.
He just always calls them the big old women in San Antonio.
Okay, well, yeah.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
But it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But every now and then I'll be on Hinge and I'll be like, God damn it, Charles, you're right.
Chuck wasn't kidding. Nah,
Yeah, but Hinge is the only dating app at this point I can even stomach being on.
No, the rest of them suck. Like, the rest of them are
yeah.
Well, either they're bad or the interface is ugly. Like, Bumble has most of the tools that Hinge does, but the interface is putrid. Just looks like shit. Like I don't want to use that.
And like, I don't know. It attracts a certain woman where it's like they know since they message first. I don't know. The vibe is different.
Yeah, probably.
And then Tinder, you got to be a 10 out of 10 for Tinder to work.
On Tinder, okay, let's give up. Yeah. You're generally not finding your wife on dating apps in general. You're definitely not finding her on Tinder. You can find her on Hinge. Like I've got a friend who's like in a multi-year long relationship with a girl he met on Hinge.
Hinge is the only one I can believe that on. Maybe Bumble, but Hinge is the best dating app. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I don't even think it's close.
No. In my
It's
experience using because like I used to have like all of them at the same time.
oh yeah, I used to
I was only
run
young. I was like
the
19
triathlon of the three of
when
them,
I was
the
19.
big three.
I had Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, OK Cupid. I had the whole lineup, bro.
Dude, if you saw me with anything other than the big three, which has happened, if you saw me anything other than the big three, just know I was depressed. Like I was not good. Brother was not doing well.
In fact, I'm not ashamed to admit I got scammed on OK Cupid.
Brother, not surprising.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. I got well. Here's what it was like. Fuck, I don't remember. She said she was like out of gas one day or something. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, you want $10? That's fine. And then, what do you call it? Fuck, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, we had a date planned, and then she just didn't show up. It was like a 30-minute drive for me, and like.
Oh, like full on didn't even show up. Not even like
and even said
like, hey, I'm gonna be there.
Like, hey, yeah, that's a good meeting place. We'll go there, and then just didn't. So.
Because I'm always like, hey, like, are we still on for today? And then like before I leave, I'm like, hey, I'm heading out right now. You like just always like until the fucking buzzer, like until like the last second, I'm like, you're going to be there, right?
Well, when I was texting her, I was asking like where she's at, and then I got blocked like while I was trying to ask her where she was at. So like, yeah, that explained everything. I just drove home. So.
Yeah. Yeah, if it ain't Hinge, I'm not on that bitch.
Yeah, not a good moment in my life. Which is why I keep the circle small now. It's just the one.
Yeah, if it ain't working on that app, it ain't working on apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'll hop back on. I'll hop back on once I move because I'm done with this fucking area. This spot sucks for me.
Yeah.
They're not into me. I keep thinking like maybe if I move, refresh the area. Maybe I'll hit the vibe there. Maybe I'll match a vibe there.
Yeah. So.
But I'm not matching the vibe here. They're not into. Growing up, I was like, man, 6 foot tall white guys. It must be so easy for them. No, it's not. It does take more than that.
Unfortunately.
6 foot tall blue eyed white boys. I thought it'd be easier than this.
See, I always thought my issue was on 5'11". I'm just short. I'm just shy. That's why.
If any guy who's 5'11" out there, round up. Well, what are we doing?
I'm an honest man.
Round up.
An honest man.
No, I think I'm actually 6'1", according to the doctor. So
besides, most of them know. Like most people know if you're 5'11" and you're saying you're 6. Most people know what the difference is.
Yeah, that's true.
Granted, I mean, I'm at the height where I obviously know the difference because if you're
I'm at the height I can eye test it. I don't know how a 5'1" woman would. I don't know how they're telling.
I think at some point it just doesn't matter. Like and granted, like people talk about all the time. Whatever 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches. Most women don't give a shit. Most women don't fucking care. Like, or at least I mean, height matters, but it's not like you have like there's a cutoff of 6 foot if you're 5'11". Most women just won't bother with you. Like that's just not how that shit works. But no, still, I will irrationally believe that because I'm 1 inch short of 6 foot, that is why I struggle. That must be.
I mean, I don't think it matters organically, but when you're on a dating app and can filter,
yeah, fair enough.
And you can just speed click through shit, like it definitely probably factors in.
Yeah.
They're just blind. Like I saw a 5, I saw a 5, I saw a 5, I saw a 5, and they just keep pressing X.
Well, that's what.
But the ones that are doing that, I don't think you'd be interested anyway. So I think you're fine.
But. And what sucks about I saw a tweet about this today, and I'm like interesting timing for me to see this, considering I just got back on. But it was like,
Hinge memes always pop up when I'm on it. I'm like, phone, stop tracking my shit.
Fucking no. But yeah, fucking government mandated tweet showing up in my algorithm. I guess I don't know, but something about like the problem with dating apps is like. You only have like so much to work with to decide if you're interested in somebody or not, and in general, like you're starting out, even if you say let's be friends first, you're still operating under the assumption that if you hit it off, it's gonna be something more, and it's like
I roll my eyes on that on a dating app. I'm like, why are you on a dating app then?
Yeah,
go join a book club.
Yeah, I don't know. There's also plenty of like just friend making apps, but I don't know.
Well, Bumble itself, there's a mode like you switch to friend mode.
It only I don't know if it still works this way. I know at least when I used it, it only gave you the same gender, which I thought was fucking stupid. Like,
I think you're right.
okay, if it still works that way, that's in the year of our Lord 2025. That is really dumb. But
Yeah. Although there's also definitely like a gay dude who's trying to like talk to me in some type of way.
A ton of DL
I was like, bro, what?
on Bumble. Yes, no bullshit. I'm with you. A ton of DL gay men on Bumble Friends.
Yeah. Because I have tried that side of it. I'm assuming you have, based on what you said, is like how you're talking right now as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I've had them hit my line. No, it happens.
I was on there for like a day, and I was like, I don't know, and this is unfair because it's a good it's a good idea, but I was like, I feel like a loser. Like I could not help but feel like a loser
because I'm looking for friends on here instead of
on Bumble.
Yeah. I get it.
I was like, I hate the way I feel right now. It was not a good. That was a bad era. That was a bad era for your boy. Gabe's coming up, dude. I fucking need Gabe back right now.
I met a guy on Bumble Friends that I like went to the gym with for a while, and then he ended up moving, and I ended up moving, and I have not spoken to him at all since. And yeah, that's because we didn't really have much in common at all. Just wasn't, weren't that type of friends. No, we got food one time. The first time we hung out. Oh my god, I forgot my wallet the first time we hung out, which is. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm like, I'll pay you right now. What apps do you use? Like, I'll give you the money right now. I don't want to be that guy. Like, who forgot his wallet when we hung out and then can't pay for the food. Like, nah, I'll give you the money right now. So, rectified it immediately. It was fine. But yeah, nah,
And by the way, when Gabe comes back, dude, prepare. I'm flexing the fact that Gabe's back when he's.
Totally fine. That's totally fine. I want to see the pictures. In fact, I want to see the sensual ones too. Don't you dare skip out on those.
Well, hopefully he can pull up some days for for a little pod. Although, that'll be harder because it'll be a drive.
Yeah.
So, I'm willing to drive over to this area because this is fucking where I've been for so long. I like coming over here.
Yeah.
Don't know how Gabe will feel about going over to my side of my just outside of San Antonio. Because like it will be like a week or a weekend of us being in like the same exact kind of spot.
Yeah.
But also since I work not too far from this area and I could take a shower there, I'm already like thinking in my head like work, take a shower across the street at the gym, come to this side of town, it'd be easier. And I work since I'll probably be working Saturdays. Because I don't think I'll be doing the overtime Monday through Friday, living that far away. So I'll probably just do Saturdays.
Makes sense.
And I'll see how it keeps going. But since I just started, I don't want to speak too soon. But Saturdays, the manager, we have like 3 managers at my spot, supervisors, I should say.
Yeah.
One of them is awesome, and he's the one who's been doing overtime. He's like, here's what we have to do. If y'all knock it out, we can leave at like noon. We can leave like halfway through the day if we knock this shit out. We knock this shit out. We've been leaving halfway through the day. So that keeps being the case. Yeah. No.
Damn. Baseball,
Gives a fuck about baseball. I mean, I will say shout out the Stars. They amazing Game 7. Keep the playoffs alive for us. Now we play the Jets. I think tomorrow is the first game.
Yeah.
The Winnipeg Jets. We'll see. I don't know. If they won, I would fucking come. But right now, Dallas sports is heavily reliant on fucking the Dallas Stars and Paige Beckers right now.
Shout out Paige.
Which is disrespectful to the rest of those women. Like they're like Enrique Ogumbawale is amazing. Like there's a lot of good players on that team. But
is she related to Daryl Ogumbawale?
Yes. The Texans player. Yeah. I think
they're
brother and sister.
I think so too. I don't know if he's still in the Texans. I don't know if he's a free agent right now.
Yeah. Yes, they are. They're related. She also hit a national championship game winner in college.
Banger.
For Notre Dame. But yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we did spend a whole 20+ minutes talking about dating apps. Incredible.
Reserve player for the Houston Texans.
Okay, he's still there.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, dude. Once you can get, dude, we can get going, dude. We can get going on fucking. Dude, because there's so much like to dating apps, like what goes on there. Like you could talk for a minute about it. You could talk for a decent minute
So
about
much
it.
I don't like, but also just enough that keeps me coming back. And that's that women are just beautiful, man. That's what it is. That's really what it
That's
is.
really it.
That's really it. At the end of
That's
the day,
really it. It's
again,
like, man,
I just wish they were good people.
it's the illusion of chance, like the illusion of like maybe something could happen.
It's gambling, but with you're not losing money. You're just losing your soul in the process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and my God, does it chip away at the soul?
Yeah, no, long exposure certainly. Yeah,
It makes it worse. Like the state of mind of like feeling lonely. Like it's bad when I get on. It gets a little better when I'm on it, and then eventually, it's worse. And I'm like, gotta get off this
I've
shit.
developed this habit, which is good in one way, bad in another. Where once I
Mm-hmm.
send a like, I'll pretty much forget about the whole encounter, which is good in the sense that I won't be keeping track of. Damn, I'm like 0 for 30 right now because I've sent
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't do that.
this,
Cannot
like,
do that.
no, you're gonna go fucking insane, right? But at the same time, when I see match and I look and I'm like, who was this again? Oh, wait a second, I gotta
That's
think about
fine because then you immediately see the profile.
Right. It's not the worst thing, but I'm like full Dion Waiters whenever.
I'll remember like the things I send out. If I thought what I sent was like just gas, like if I thought I sent out a fucking heater,
Yeah.
I will remember.
There are also
Or they really were just the baddest bitch I've ever seen in my life. Which
there are also times where I will see a profile and I'm like, I got a good feeling this one, and then it ends up being now. Granted, none of those have been good people, but but they were all
Mhm.
matches at the very least. So and actually no, and I got at least a date out of all of them too. So they all went somewhere. Generally, when I feel
This last Hinge tour I went dateless, which most of these tours I at least get a date, I at least get
yeah.
something. This is the fucking first tour that it was fucking
Well, you had
dateless.
one a while back. You had quite a few, like back to back to back. Yeah, you had a.
Oh, there was one tour where like I was racking in like
Yeah,
single dates, but that was it. Like no,
no repeat
not
offenders.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, maybe one or two. If I remember, I'm trying to remember because now it all blends together, and I'm like, when was each stint?
yeah.
But because there's been at least I think it's just been from Hinge. I think it's just been two girls that I went on more than one date with. But yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, I don't know. I am looking forward to the move and testing the waters out in the
Yeah, new area.
new area. Looking forward to the move in general.
Yep.
Just being done with, getting settled in, getting the fucking Switch too. I was really scared about how this move was gonna like line up time wise with the Switch 2 release.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we'll be done before.
Thank goodness for that.
I was worried like the weekend the Switch 2 comes out is the move, and I was like, fuck.
Whole weekend gone. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but I told my mom I was like I'm not doing anything this weekend. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we'll be moved in, so we'll be fine.
Very good. Very good. You want to do some? Some icebreakers? Or
Yeah,
Let's get deep.
I got our cards right here.
Just ready to.
Icebreaker. Would you ever switch to being vegetarian or vegan? No, I understand. I support people who can do that. I mean, I get the moral reasons, the health reasons. It's all great. No pause. I fucking love meat. Like I couldn't do it.
I can't give up like bacon. Like I just that
No.
won't happen.
Hey, I like a good hamburger, a good cheeseburger. Like there's a lot of fast food ones that I think have ruined the name of it. But if you get a fucking good one,
Nah, if you go to a restaurant like Ford's has some damn good burgers. There's a restaurant I went to with a friend of mine that's right next to a strip club here. Great burger, phenomenal burger. The food in general was really good. My friend had some tacos. He said they were fantastic.
that's another one. Tacos, nachos, with some chicken on them.
Yeah, you tell me I gotta give up buffalo chicken cheese dip, bro? Come on, man.
Dude, anytime a huge sport event happens, I'll get wings. Like I like to play up to that
Yeah.
tradition, that stereotype. I love it. I love getting like draft. I get wings. Opening game. The opening game of any
Kickoff, I always get
any
wings every
of
single
any
time.
fucking sport. I'm getting wings every time. I love the tradition. I can't give that up, dude. I love it. That
I'm
shit
not
too
saying
much.
I need my mango habanero wings on NFL season kickoff.
Yeah.
Especially this year,
Korean barbecue.
I'm gonna watch Cam Ward play football. And you're telling me I want to have my Korean barbecue and mango habanero? No.
Due to the dumpster fire of one Dallas sports franchise, I'm learning to accept the state of another one even more. So I'll be willing to enjoy this season again.
Yeah, maybe the Great Wall of Tyler will give you a reason to keep coming back.
We just need to fucking get Tyler Biotish back somehow.
Yeah,
Although I like Cooper Beebe.
Yeah, they need to have 4 of them. That'd be awesome. But I like BB.
Yeah.
He's my BB.
BB.
But
Hey BB. But if there becomes like a high graded prospect for next year's draft that's like a right tackle named Tyler, Jerry's foaming at the mouth.
Jerry's got him for sure. So
Yeah.
that's a given.
I like the idea that it's because Jerry's becoming more senile. He's trying to get as many players with the same name on the team, so he has to memorize less.
Every year he thinks he's drafting Tyler Smith again. Probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, it worked out really well. Let's do it again. And he just keeps.
Do it again.
He just keeps drafting Tyler Smith.
I just hope Tyler Guyton takes that step forward that I think he's capable of.
Oh, definitely.
We'll see.
Always a project, and even the most rookie tackles do not.
Yes, he's a project who is playing the positions like the hardest to do year one.
Very hard position to translate. Yeah, tackle. Tight end is another
tackle.
One that's like, unless you're a wide receiver in a tight end's body like Brock Bowers or Sam Laporta, that's what takes a year or two as well. It's a weird one.
Yeah. All right. Deep. If you had the option to be famous, would you take it? Why or why not? First of all, there's levels to fame, so that there's a part of it interesting because there's like, hey, I go out. Sometimes I take pictures with people. It's cool. Sometimes I don't get wrecked. Like if I was Tony Hawk famous, because like the fucking memes about like people thinking Tony Hawk looks like Tony Hawk, but he just is Tony Hawk. Yeah. But like if I'm a level of famous where like I'm able to like profit off of it, but not have my entire privacy just consistently invaded.
That's the exact sweet spot I aim for. Yeah, like
I
remember when Haley Williams turned down a feature on Eternal Take when Uzi was making that album because she was like, "Dude, I don't want to be that famous." Like,
totally. Yeah,
I don't want that. I'm good. So
I don't want to have stalkers. I don't want to have to deal with any of that type of shit. But if it's like I get to have interactions with people that come up to me that I wouldn't normally have because they appreciate something I've done, moderately paced out, throughout the day or my life or whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
Profit off of it. Sweet. Live comfortably. Sweet. But if it's invasion of privacy level famous, absolutely not.
I'm good.
Like complete, consistent. Yeah, I know.
Comfortable, economically stable. Occasionally, a diehard will actually see me and think, "Oh, the shit, that's him." But in general, my privacy is more or less intact, and I'm living well, taking care of my family. That's awesome. I'll take it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because then it's also now my family's in danger because of how famous I am.
Yeah.
Kids can't reach that level. That would be disgusting. All right, deeper.
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing thing I've done in front of you? I think we've done.
What have we done that was like super
embarrassing
in front of each other?
I don't think we've done No, I really don't think we've done.
I thought you thought of something that I did just now. I'm like, wait a
Well, I'm trying to remember if I saw this or if someone told me this about you.
You can go ahead and name it, and I'll.
Well, you had a partner in high school who would like pop your pimples in class. I think
you didn't see that, but somebody definitely told you.
Okay.
Well, it's probably Issa.
Yes, yeah, it was.
It was probably Issa.
Yeah, well, that he did tell me that.
Yeah.
If I saw that, that would have been it.
Yeah, I don't think you did, but I think Eastside told you. I think it was him. Because I think he had the class before I did. Because I think he had history like second to last period of the day, and I had it the last period. And sometimes I don't know if he would forget something or whatever, but he'd come back, and I guess that, it probably was Eastside. It might have been somebody else. But Shout out Esai if you're somehow watching this, man. We miss you.
Dude, shout out Isai. Dude, every now and then I will send him like anything big happens sports wise. Every now and then I'll send him like a random text.
Huge.
I'm trying to remember the last time I texted him. Let me see if I can even still have his shit.
Yep. Luka trade while we
it was
to school with Esai would have gone.
That would have been insane. I wouldn't have come to school.
No,
I wouldn't come to school.
I would have been home for 2 days at least. But
okay, so I texted him. I texted him last year in January.
Okay.
What's the bit? I just said I fucking hate the Cowboys.
Oh, okay, huge. Did he respond?
And then, yeah. We had a quick little mini convo about the Cowboys. He said, I know Dak was asked, but like, dude, what is he supposed to do? They always run the most obvious same 5 plays.
Oh, no.
This was when I was like, dude, this is when I wanted both of.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. That is what that would have been.
Game. Yeah.
I wonder if I texted that mid-game. Who knows?
Probably because, Jordan Love was just deep dicking the whole time. That was. Should
I just text him right now? Tyler Booker? Question mark.
Sure. Have fun with it. Yeah. Do that. Hi, Bowie.
All right. Anyways, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? The draft was like 3 weeks ago. Why are you texting me this now?" 2 weeks ago.
Shit happens. 12 days ago. But who's counting? Oh, okay. I guess that was re-uploaded. Remember I was telling you last night about the that guy that has like the AI like.
Yes, yeah, and I watched the one that you had sent where he just details the entire like 2-3 trilogies of Star Wars.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe
that is pretty much how that conversation went. Dooku.
Yes, he's like, "Yo,"
told him everything that was going to happen, and Kenobi was like, "Yeah, whatever."
He's like, "You lie."
Those are all really good, but he had like genuinely 29-minute long video where Anakin is at the temple, and Master Skywalker was assuming what are we gonna do, and he busts out the saber, and he's like, "Forgive me, I forgot my laser pointer, so I'm using my lightsaber to indicate to the PowerPoint over here," and then he starts going through all the different schools of thought around interpretations of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. And by the end of it, all of the Jedi in the temple, including the younglings, have killed themselves because they're so bored of hearing this. Multiple of the clones did too. Like, he got a call from one of the clones in the library. He's like, "Sir, our forces have suffered 50% casualties. There's yet to be any combat, sir." So I thought it was pretty good. But then I guess that video got deleted. So I don't know if it got copyright struck or whatever, but he just re-uploaded it, and the top comment is even the video killed itself.
That's a great comment.
Oh yeah, that's legendary. So, no, that's good stuff. No, I think those are so fucking funny, man. It sucks that I wish AI wasn't such a resource hog, because then that shit could be funny and also not detrimental to the environment and multiple.
I always forget that.
Oh my god! Well, I read something today about like just how much power these servers use. It's depressing. It's depressing. Not to mention the water. Like a lot of these servers are water cooled, and a lot of the water gets evaporated and then just gets deposited. Like, it's fresh water, obviously water cooled to PCs, gets evaporated, gets deposited into the ocean. So we're losing drinking water off these as well as it hogging a shit ton of power. So much so to the point where some cities are like changing their mind about cutting back on fossil fuels to meet the demand for.
Yeah, we need to fucking take a step back on the advancements of AI and let's focus on the advancements of like energy and anything surrounding that.
Just because I fucked it up forever ago doesn't mean we can't do it right. Sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
Do we want to get deeper?
Yeah. That was the embarrassing.
What was the deep?
Famous.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Do you want to run another 3 or what?
Nah, I'm good. We could do some
wavelength.
Yeah, do some wavelength.
All right.
First,
yeah, you close your little eyes. Um. All right. Number has been shown.
Give me an appendage. An appendage of any kind. Could be a finger of any of the 5 fingers, any of the toes. Could be your schnoz. Could be an ear, eyeball.
Um.
Give me any appendage.
Shit. Let's go with.
Penis.
I'm feeling. Which is the ring finger for marriage? Which is the one?
This one.
Is that left or right? I don't know if you're
One.
flipped or
This is
what.
the pinky over here. It's the finger.
Well, yeah, no. But like, which hand does it like for your ring
I
finger?
don't know which hand it goes on. I don't know.
Whichever one is not the marriage one, that ring finger.
Feels like a useless ass finger. Not gonna lie to you. You could probably cut that one off, and that's probably a 1 or a 2. Like I don't know what you'd really get out of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't flip people off with it. You can't point at anybody with it. You can't give a thumbs up. You can't lift your pinky while you're sipping tea. The most useless of the 10 fingers, right there, no question about it, is the offhand ring finger. That's a 1. I'm gonna go start. We'll start off with 1. 2 is possible. No higher than 3, and even then, I'd be pretty surprised. Anywho, yeah, good. This is why you guys watch the videos, right here. In-depth analysis on which finger is the most useless.
Comment down below if you watched this video.
Yes, please. So
If you made it this far.
if you've made it all, I don't know the actual runtime because I had to pause like 5 seconds or 5 minutes into the first recording, so we're somewhere around 50-ish plus minutes right now.
It was such a small. Don't even factor it in.
No.
In fact, the tiny sliver you might cut at the very beginning, when you press record to when you actually start speaking, that might cover the lost time already.
Something like that. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I had to, what do you call it? I can't pause the recording. I have to stop it and then start a new one. So it's like, or it's got to be a way to pause the recording. I'll have to figure that out. It's got to be.
I feel like there is, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. But, anywho. Where were we at? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to ask more questions, don't I? Okay, give me a Generation 7 Pokemon.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, Alolamon. I gotta factor in Pokemon here because our top 3 is once again different this week.
That's true.
It's a fun one. I can't wait for this one.
You're gonna be so disappointed in me.
That's okay. I've got plenty enough. I won't even finish that sentence. But you know damn well. You know I came with the heat. You saw the list. You know I came with the heat.
I'm very curious to see if my favorite one of yours is in your top 3.
I had 19 of them, so we'll see. I had to narrow it down. In fact, I haven't even officially narrowed it down. I just knew 2 of them for sure that were going to make it. While you look through the Alola decks here, I'm going to for sure get my top 3 in mind. I have number 3 for sure.
Fuck Eastside, dude.
What do you say?
I said Tyler Brooker ? All he did was respond with a picture of Nico Harrison.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. Let's go with
what your favorite was when I'm done. By the way, for sure.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let's go with Dupiter.
I kind of fucks with Dupiter, but I also understand why you wouldn't. There's better spider Pokemon out there. There's actually quite a lot of them. Now that I think like Ariados, Galvantula, Spidops, like we might have too many at this point. Like slow it the fuck down. Give me another bug. There's more bugs out there that we haven't tapped into yet. We don't need 800 spider Pokemon. This is a 2. It's not. I don't know. Maybe you hate it. Maybe this still was a 1. I don't know. Maybe you just fucking hate Dupiter. Is that the basic form or the evolution?
That's the basic.
Okay, yeah, no,
Araquanid.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, Dupiter's ugly as shit. That's a 1, for sure. I like Araquanid quite a lot. I don't think Dupiter is a great. You got to really get through that's pushing the rock up pushing the boulder up the mountain right there to get to Araquanid because Depiter's an ugly ass Pokemon. Yeah, it's a 1.
Isai said Tyler Booker's a good pick. We lost all our linemen.
Yeah, I like the Tyler Booker pick. Ultimately, give me creature you might find at the zoo or aquarium. We'll do both. You got a wider range of options here.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think what you can find. Let's. I'm trying to think of what's at a zoo. I'll just say if this animal is at a zoo, this is how you would feel about it being here.
Okay.
Let's just go with a turkey.
I almost wouldn't mind that. I'm like, okay, sure. It's nice seeing one of those. I've seen plenty of them like out and about too. Like in Florida, there are just straight up wild turkeys sometimes that like you'll just. Kind of
I saw a turkey today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At work.
I'm staring at one right now. Sorry. Nah, I mean at the zoo, like that's not a good place for it. There's plenty of them out in the wild. It's not like you're doing any kind of conservation effort on the fucking turkey, and it's just not nearly as exciting as anything else there. I still feel like 1 is strong contender here. Can't be higher than 2 at this point. I'd be shocked. Yeah. Let's see what else we're looking at here. Give me a flavor.
Flavor.
Any flavor. Fuck it.
Jesus.
Let's let your imagination run wild while I think of my other 2 spots.
Maybe like a black licorice.
Okay, we're looking at a strong one here. I only got one more question to get out of the way. Let's go. I had like authentic, like real black licorice a few months back. It wasn't the absolute worst thing I've ever tasted, but it is absolutely an acquired taste. Like I can kind of almost pick out where somebody might find enjoyment. Not for me. It's not my. It's such a strong, like, just weird flavor. And for a lot of people, it's very overbearing. Myself included. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy the experience, but I remembered hating it more when I was younger, and I didn't hate it as much this time. But, god damn, my nose is still stuffy. Fuck. Give me an outdoor activity, any kind, any outdoor activity.
Pissing in the woods.
Yeah.
But it's dark.
Okay.
But you have a flashlight. But it's cold. But it's not freezing.
Okay. This is a 2. Final answer 2. Lock it in. 2.
It was 3.
What?
Actually, what were my answers again?
Fucking.
Well, because when you said taste, my first thought was just like something purely bitter, like vomit taste, and like that type of stuff.
Well, I don't know. The offhand ring finger.
I don't know. It's still a finger. I would have picked I was looking at my toes, and I was like, that would be the one. Let's go up.
You got 10 of them, and you picked the least valuable one. In all fairness.
My fault, King.
So I don't know.
Is the ring more valuable than the pinky, or less valuable than the pinky?
You can lift your pinky to look like a snob when you're sipping tea.
Well, if I didn't have the pinky, Like you wouldn't, you would just think that dude has a big ass pinky. Like when I lifted
It
it.
doesn't have the same range of motion. It doesn't cover the
Well,
same.
where are we losing it at?
I don't. The whole thing. You're losing the whole thing.
Well, if I'm losing the whole thing, then I think this would have more.
I don't know how this shit works, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to
Anyways,
consult somebody who's lost to see.
and where they lost it at would matter.
Yeah. Okay. Now you gotta shut your peepers.
Right. Sorry. Now I'm just texting Esai about the fucking Cowboys receiving core.
Okay. Oh my god.
We both think they should just re-sign Amari Cooper at this point. Okay, I'm just gonna look down.
I wholeheartedly agree. I'm not even a Cowboys fan.
I mean, it would just make sense that him and Dak have that chemistry.
I have shown the audience my number.
All right. Okay, give me an NFL wide receiver.
Damn. Give me Jalen Tolbert.
All right, we're low. Are you trying to show me what a one is? What do we?
Give me Jalen Tolbert.
Even though I literally actually just told Esai, I said I still like Tolbert and think he can grow and be better. So
give me Jalen Tolbert.
Shit. I don't know where you really fall on him though. I'll go like a 2. Like, well, are you showing me what 3s actually look like? Like, I don't, because it's. I'll go 3. You know what? I'll stick it like a 3. He's had like a big play, which is not every wide receiver in the NFL can really say that.
Treylon Burks has like 3 of them, but you know.
I get.
They were all in his rookie season. He has not done anything since then. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. A 3. Give me. This one. All right. This one might take a second to answer because you might have to think about it a lot. But I'm just curious. Give me a starter Pokemon Final Evolution type combo you would want to see. And should this be
3 primary typing?
Yeah, like fire something, water something, grass something.
Yeah.
And should this be a conversation later? At some point in another segment, maybe.
At some other time, yeah, definitely.
If we sit down and cook on this, maybe.
Good idea, yeah. I think it's a good idea. It's a good concept. Give me.
We should just fucking design our own.
Now, does it have to be
starter
one that
trio
hasn't been done already, or can I give one that's already been done? Because I don't know what hasn't.
Sure, you can give one that's already been done if you want to see it again, or don't want to see it again, depending on.
Give me grass fighting.
Grass fighting, okay. I think that combo sucks. At least like competitively, or like in terms of like coverages and shit and stuff. Although the design of the grass fighting starter that we do have with Hisui and Decidueye is a good design. I like the way it looks,
Chestnut too. I like Chestnut. I know you
Chestnut. That's right.
Chestnut,
Indifferent. Yeah, that'd probably be the right wording.
I obviously Quilladin is what it is. I like Chestnut though. I think Chespin's cute enough too. I don't mind Chespin.
Yeah, Chespin was a good start, and then it just Quilladin was weird, and then Chestnut, like I said, indifferent would be the way I would describe it. Like I don't hate it, don't love it.
Yeah.
That would be a fun one to do. Maybe just like talk about starter Pokemon lines that just like had a huge disappointment.
Yeah, could do that.
That'd be like a top 3, maybe.
Yeah, top 3 most disappointing starter evolutions or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do that next week.
I'm down.
Okay, but okay, I still feel like a 3 since we've seen it before, but it's not like the repetitiveness of like what firefighting was.
3 gens in a row. Yeah.
3 gens in a row, and then like vibe wise, I'm staring at Incineroar right now. Now it's not; it's Fire Dark, which is very different in terms of how it plays. Right. But vibe wise, Bros fire fighting.
Yeah, not too much different.
He's a wrestler. Okay, so we got Jalen Tolbert. We got grass fighting. Give me a flavor of wings.
I don't know how hot the take this is based on where I have it and how other people feel about this wing. I don't know. I'm going to go with garlic parmesan.
Whoa, that doesn't sound like something that would be high up for me. I still kind of feel like we're in the 3 range. I don't know if I've had that one, honestly, but it doesn't sound like something I'd be fucking with too heavily. So I kind of still feel the 3 area.
Yeah.
I need something. I need a big play. Give me a soda. Let's go to the drawing board. Let's go back to the fucking fundamentals.
The fundamentals.
Give me a soda.
Wide receiver at the beginning wasn't enough. We gotta dig.
For you, that's a fundamental. That's not a fundamental. That's not in my playbook.
Fair enough. We gotta dig deeper. Fuck. I think I've given Jalen Tolbert as an answer before. Granted, the answer might have been different like a year ago for what Tolbert is versus what he is now, but like I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. Let me think. Soda at this range. Damn. Fuck. Let me hit up the.
I told Esau I'm excited for this season more so than last year. The draft seems to be good. He said, "Yeah, we got that blue dude. He's good."
Oh, Jaden Blue, yeah.
But he spelled it blue, like the color. I was like, "What the fuck? We got a Boise State player? What the fuck are you talking about?"
I'm gonna look up sodas because I'm genuinely a little perplexed on. Look at this lineup here and see. Does this count? Let's go with a brisk iced tea. It's close enough.
Iced tea? We were talking about sodas. You think that iced tea? Gross.
Brisk iced tea.
Brisk iced tea. Maybe we're.
It's like a lemon. It's like a lemonade iced tea thing. I think.
Maybe we're at a 4. Maybe we're at a 4. That feels higher than a 3. Like it's not.
It comes in a can. It's soda enough. I'll count it.
Sure. I don't hate. No, I don't hate it being put here. It plays.
Yeah, it'll play.
I'm kind of feeling 4. I'm feeling a little more 4 now.
I think you got one more left, right?
Yeah, this is my last question.
All right.
Give me a sporting event to go to. Like in person, you're going to watch this.
Interesting. I'm trying to think of all the spectator sports. It's like some bangers, and there's some not as bangers. Baseball, but the concessions are fairly cheap.
Okay, it's still baseball, but it's not. But you can have a good time with a beer, some food. Are we 5? Are we 5? Okay, because what is it? It's Tolbert.
Yeah, Tolbert.
It's brisk iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's
fighting.
a baseball game with cheaper concessions, grass fighting.
What was the other question? Fuck. It was between grass fighting and the brisk was another question.
Right. Tolbert, brisk, grass fighting, baseball, cheaper concessions.
Fuck. What was the question between fucking soda and the?
God, why the fuck does this always happen?
I'll have to run back the tape after the video to see.
No, we can get it.
Fuck. What was it?
Garlic parmesan.
Garlic parmesan. Yes, sir. I knew you
Garlic
had it.
parmesan. Okay, let's go 5. Wait.
Hold up.
Garlic Parmesan, Jalen Tolbert, grass fighting, brisk iced tea, baseball cheap concessions. That's kind of a all right. 5, fuck it, 5. Final answer. Yes.
Ball.
I almost switched it to
And you
4.
know what? I let it slip after you initially said 3. I just instinctively went ball, and I guess you didn't catch it.
I didn't hear it. I genuinely did not hear that.
But I did mouth it as well to the camera while you had your eyes closed. That doesn't count, obviously. But like, okay, I can't believe you went Jalen Tolbert all the way up to 5. That's interesting.
I said I like him.
Well, yeah, I do too. But like, I like what he could be. I don't like what he is right now. That's why he's a 4.
Well, because it's tough about like what's a 5 wide receiver really
like
when you factor in like when you factor in 5th stringers who don't play. It gets murky.
Yeah, I suppose.
If I said give me a number 1 option on a team and you said Jalen Tolbert, I would have said 1.
Yeah,
like that's
a number 1 option certainly. Yeah. Okay.
It's easy to get lost there. Of like, is a practice squad wide receiver count in this? Is that the one? Like,
yeah, I suppose that's fair. As far as the garlic parm wings go, I love garlic parmesan bread. Any kind of bread, garlic parm, I'm tearing that the fuck up. Wings.
It's just different.
I don't think it works. I need something that tastes like it should go on chicken, which is not the vibe I get from garlic parm. It's just not. Not that I don't like. I'll eat them if it's all that's there, but they upset my stomach. Garlic parm wings do not sit right with me either. So, yeah.
Are you ready for a segment that I think this might be what you've been most excited for? This whole pod.
I have been. I've been giddy up with anticipation.
It's been teased, ladies and gentlemen. Top 3 of the week. How do I word this? Horses, like name of horses for the Kentucky Derby?
Names you would give your Kentucky Derby horse, yeah. So this came about when I discussed this briefly with some other folks, but Brayden had sent this article screenshot to the group chat where it was about Kentucky Derby was this past Saturday, right? And I think it was Saturday, right? Was it Sunday? I think it was Saturday. Whatever, who cares? Semantics. Derby was this past weekend, and it was what do you call it? I forget the name of the horse that won, but it was like it beat Journalism, which was the name of the favorite.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and you were like,
I don't remember
these horse names, and so I was
like,
yo, I got an idea. What if we just came up with some
Sovereignty outduels Journalism to capture Derby, and I was like, what the fuck did these?
There was another horse named Publisher, by the way, so I'm wondering if that one and Journalism were siblings. Or cousins, actually, all these horses were cousins. I get like distant cousins. All 19 of the horses at the Derby were direct descendants of Secretariat, who, by the way, greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah, Publisher came in at 14. Do you want the 14? Yeah. Do you want the 20 names here?
I thought there was 19.
Well, because there's 20 scratched. I don't know what happened with this.
Okay.
Scratched. I guess it's 19. I don't know what this last thing is because that's just a person's name. Because USA Today has 20 names and then scratched for this last one and then a person name. So I'll just read the 19. Sovereignty, Journalism,
yeah.
Beza, Baeza, Beza, Final Gambit.
That's a Pokemon move.
Yeah. Owen Almighty.
Incredible.
Burnham Square, Sandman, East Avenue. Chunk of Gold.
Chunk of Gold. These fucking names, dude.
Tiztastic.
I remember that, yeah, Tiztastic.
Finishing at 10, Tiztastic. Coal Battle. Luxor Cafe. Neo Equas. Publisher. Citizen Bull. American Promise. Render Judgment.
My friend had money on Render Judgment, and he finished like 17th.
Yep, that's the exact play. Yep, yeah. That is exactly right.
Yeah.
Flying Mohawk.
Incredible.
And then Admire Daytona.
Incredible.
I'm kind of glad Sovereignty won at this point after reading the rest of these fucking names.
I will actually go through. I'm going to go through quickly all 19 of my names after we're done with our top 3.
Sure.
I did come up with 19 horse names to replace every single Derby horse.
And ladies and gentlemen, I have come unprepared.
Oh.
I have absolutely nothing, but I quickly have thought of 3 names.
Fantastic. You are kicking us off here, by the way, as well.
All right, number 3, my prize-winning horse, Jimmy.
Hell yeah.
Well, there's just going to be all these crazy off-the-wall names, and then just fucking... There's Jimmy.
All right, we're moving on?
You're number 3.
All right, I went with Texas Chainsaw Massacre for
okay.
number 3 here.
I've only seen 2 named horses here. You might be pulling up with the only 3 namer.
I got a 4 namer in here, technically.
Jesus.
Yeah, I had a couple 4 namers actually in my total 19 list. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my number 3. Oh, actually, I have an honorable mention as well.
Well, you're gonna read all of them.
This one especially though, because like I didn't want to leave it out, but I want to mention it here because like I was talking about Secretariat, like the greatest Kentucky Derby horse of all time. I do have a horse here named Proletariat.
That was my favorite one that you had.
Okay, that was one of my favorites.
Proletariat was my favorite one that you had.
I loved Proletariat. That was one of my favorites.
That's the one that like I out loud chuckled when I read.
No, I thought that was so fucking funny when I came up with it. I was really proud of that one. So
you should be.
I had to mention it.
That was my favorite of yours.
Yeah, I'm glad you appreciated that because I was worried that one would fly under the radar a bit. But I'm like, it's somewhat like it's named with the greatest horse of all time, but it's also funny because it's Proletariat. Whatever. Anywho, you're number 2.
Neutron.
I fucks with that. I fucks with that heavy.
The fucking blaze, the blazing sun that you'll see. We'll go with Neutron.
Yes, sir. Number 2.
You're number 2.
Oh, it was Capital Punishment.
Okay. Yeah, that vibes.
That was the first one I came up with. Was Capital Punishment. I like that one a lot.
That's a great one. That's a heater.
My number 1 is actually the second one I came up with. I'm very proud of this one.
You're like, I went back to back.
I went double platinum with these here. But you're number 1, sir. We'll be staring at.
Goddard.
I love that.
Named after Jimmy Neutron's dog.
Oh, all right. Well,
I was like he didn't peep the Jimmy Neutron fucking.
I didn't get it. Honestly, you know what? Banger.
But named after an absolute banger of a dog, top robo dog, Goddard. You're number 1.
I went with Lawrence of her labia.
Oh my god!
Lawrence of her labia is my number 1. Yeah, I mean, it's a banger. Like, it's fucking Lawrence of her labia. I don't know what else I could really do there. Real quick, rapid fire the rest of these. Nebuchadnezzar was very proud of that one too. I love Nebuchadnezzar. Manifest Destiny, which I think is actually the name. Like, you can bet on a horse racing in GTA Online. I think that's actually one of the horses in GTA Online. I think I totally slipped my mind when I was doing this, but in retrospect, I think Manifest Destiny. I bet on Manifest Destiny before. I'm pretty sure. But anywho, we've got the Hero of Kvatch, named after the main character of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Shout out the remaster. We've got the Hero of Kvatch. Next, we've got Police Brutality, Forged Documents, Chairman Mao. Was very, very, very fond of Chairman Mao. I liked that one a lot. The 10 Commandments, To Punish and Enslave, Hemorrhoid, Chicken Jockey,
Oh my god,
Michelob Ultra.
Shouldn't you just call the horse Chicken? So then the jockey is Chicken Jockey.
Well, still, the horse is Chicken Jockey. But
Chicken Jockey.
Well, I don't know. It's like a Calyrex situation. Speaking of, I do have Calyrex Shadow on here as one of the names as well. I've got Darth Barris the Wide, named after one of my favorite Sith Lords. I've got the Declaration of Independence, and I've got Porn Stash. And that's the list, along with, of course,
a lot of bangers. I looked up like crazy Kentucky Derby horse names.
Yeah.
And Sports Illustrated has the 20 best and then the 20 worst.
Yeah.
Under the 20 worst, one of them is Daddy Knows Best.
That's insane.
But the nose is like.
Oh, that's still insane.
Daddy Knows Best. I'm trying to see if there's some other. Quasimodo.
That's a banger. That's a banger. Is that in worst?
Yeah.
That's whoever put that in worst needs to be shot. That is a banger.
Lil E.T.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's a fire.
Killer Diller.
That's inoffensive, but yeah, it's bad.
Some guy just named the horse after himself.
That's hard.
That's hard. Jacqueline Klugman.
That's hard. Naming the horse after yourself's hard. I don't care. That's hard as fuck. You're never gonna doubt which jockey's in first place. You know damn well. Jacqueline Klugman.
Shawkilt won, but won winner.
Did it win?
No, it finished 11th.
Okay, well, not even top 10. I was like, that name would be hard as fuck if it won, but it didn't.
Snuzzle. Soup and Sandwich.
Ooh, nice. Soup and Sandwich is a banger.
The Clown.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This is the joke the fucking writer put in. The Clown, year 1923, place 18th, ran like a bozo.
Yeah.
TV commercial.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wool Sandals. There's some terrible names.
I don't hate wool sandals. Granted, wool sandals sounds like something I would have come up with for my names I would give the Kentucky Derby horse list of jokes.
No, dude, you came up with some bangers. Everything you said was better than Wool Sandals.
If I ever saw a horse named Forged Documents in the Derby, I would bet $1 billion on it. I'd bet the rent check on that. Absolutely. No question about it. Proletariat, especially. If I ever saw a Proletariat, I'm taking out a loan.
That's your best one.
To bet on the horse, yeah.
I'll still stand on that one, dude. That's your fucking best one.
That's incredible.
Fucking Prince of Herlabia.
Lawrence of Herlabia.
Lawrence of Herlabia.
Well, it's Lawrence of Arabia, but Lawrence of Herlabia instead. Shout out Lawrence of Herlabia.
Is it time for what we've been on?
It's time for what we've been on. And what I'm about to be on 2 hours from now, because the next 3-episode batch of Andor comes out in 2 hours. But you go first. What you been on?
So, over the weekend, I had a double feature at Flicks over here. I went and saw Sinners, which was amazing. Everything people were saying about it, facts. It was fucking great. And you're a music boy. You're a little music-loving man, and music is very much a huge part of this movie.
I need to see it.
Dude, actually, the more I think about it, this movie's for you. Dude, this movie is about music and eaters. This movie is made for you, dog. There are some proud eaters in this movie, dude. This is a movie for you. So you gotta see this movie.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
The villain, if you want to call him that, the main villain, the main vampire, is amazing in this. There's nuance to him. He's awesome in this. Everybody's fucking amazing. Everybody brings their A game. It was such a good movie. There's a crash out from one woman in this movie that's been a hot debate. Totally valid in my mind. I won't say why. You got to see the movie, but totally valid crash out.
Is the woman white?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if so, it's not crashing out. It's going postal.
Okay.
Going postal. You are not crashing out, white boy. You are going postal.
I probably even already said too much, but yeah, great movie. Check it out. The next one I saw, it was the 50th anniversary of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, hell.
So I went and saw that in theaters. And the movie starts with an interview of some of the actors from it who are still alive, and they're all like, holy fuck, didn't think we'd live this long. That's the vibe some of them have.
It was 50 years already. That's insane.
Yeah, it's its 50-year anniversary this year. I saw it. It was funny.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't as tired as I was when I saw it. I think there was a middle part where I kind of dozed a little bit. But there was definitely some real funny bits in there. My favorite was just the the callback joke of the swallow when he's on the bridge.
Yeah.
And because it's get the question wrong, you get sent to the pit or whatever. Yeah. You get thrown off or whatever. But the guy who asked the question, he's like, "What is the wingspan of a swallow?" And then King Arthur is like, well, is it a European or an African? And the guy asks, was like, I don't even know, and he gets fucking tossed off the bridge. But that's funnier because it calls back to when the fucking French guys were like heckling them. It built upon that when they were talking about the swallows. They're like, "How the fuck did you get these coconuts?" Because they don't have any horses in the movie. They're fucking banging coconuts the whole way through, which they talk about in the beginning. Like the actors, they were like, "We wanted to go make this movie with horses, but couldn't fucking afford the horses, and they're hard to work with. So instead, we did coconuts, and thank God we did coconuts." But yeah, it was a good movie, good funny movie. I see why it's a classic. I could see how that could be a huge influential piece in like how comedy kind of came about after that. But yeah, it was good to see. Um,
You didn't even mention the part with the Black Knight.
oh, that's an iconic. That's the most iconic one in the home. But that's probably why it didn't stick with me as much after in the viewing because I'd seen that
One of the
exact
most
thing like
iconic
before.
scenes in any movie ever. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, another joke that really had me going was like when the French guys were whispering each other. They're like when they were taking in like the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
They were whispering in French, and then one of them just goes, "What?" And he was like, "Let's go inside." They just like cut the shit. They're like, "We don't. Okay, French isn't real. Like, just fucking go." But yeah, that was really it was a pretty funny movie. There's definitely one group in the theater who thought the movie was way funnier than everyone else thought it was funnier.
Those are never the best.
But I was like, you know what? They're having a fucking good time. You shout at them, but dude,
Yeah, it happens.
man, I love going to flicks. Even though even though I'm moving, any big time release, I'll be making the trip down here to Flicks to see it. This is where I will be seeing Superman for sure, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I might even make the trek up to see How to Train Your Dragon when time comes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it for me. What you been on, brother?
Well, I've been on Andor. First 6 episodes are out, of course. The next 3 are gonna be out tonight.
Mid door
All right, bro. All right, so that's gonna do it for us.
and mid.
Check out next week, of course, over on Brayden's channel.
Where it will be just me.
Yeah, in fact, I'm actually blocking him on all platforms right now, so it's been fun, Brayden. It's been good. It's been good, but no, I'm loving it. It still has the juice. Certainly, it's the best Star Wars show. Period. I think. Fantastic. So,
Period.
I'm loving it. Um, Speaking of Star Wars, I've also been on. I learned some cool lore the other day that I shared with you guys last night. It was about so in Star
Oh
Wars: The Old
yeah.
Republic, there's multiple origin stories, right? One of the origin stories is Jedi Consulate, and in it you earn the title Bar Centaur, which is like the warden of the Jedi Order. That's like the somebody who goes through a great personal sacrifice for the sake of others and shit like that. This is only the third time in the history of the Jedi Order that the title's been given out. So you're the third Bar Centaur. In the Jedi Academy games, which take place 10 years after Return of the Jedi. So we're talking 3,800 years after the events of Star Wars: The Old Republic. There's a tomb on Chandrilla. Chandrilla also important in Andor, fun fact. So it's all coming together. Very cool. There's a tomb on Chandrilla. A bunch of Jedi tombs on Chandrilla. And there's a cult in Jedi Academy called the Disciples of Ragnos, who are obsessed with Marka Ragnos, who's an ancient Sith Lord. They have this scepter of his that they're using to siphon force power from certain locations. One of those locations is the third Bar Centaur's tomb. I didn't know that was the third Bar Centaur's tomb until like yesterday morning, but I thought that was really cool because you are visiting the tomb of your player character from Star Wars: The Old Republic, so that's really nice. Speaking of Chandrilla, speaking of Andor, speaking of the Old Republic, we got a Rakatan Infinite Empire mention in Andor. In this, I don't even know if that was these past episodes. That might have been the first 3 that we got. But the Rakata were like
Jeez.
no, not quite. No, that's Rikata, not Rakata, but close enough. Um, the Rakatans, right? They were these doohickey guys. Pretty much the whole species had the Force, but they were just a very savage group of people. So naturally, they were more attuned to the dark side. So when the Gree came to their planet and showed them how to use the Force, they started basically just enslaving everybody they could get their hands on. And in fact,
Valid.
sure, definitely, the Rakata actually created multiple different species that we see in Star. Like they created the Twi'leks, who they have the handles. Uh, they created the Twi'leks. They created they created some others too. I don't remember who all. I think the Zabraks maybe as well. But I know for sure they created the Twi'leks among some other species. So and they designed them to be their slaves. So the Twi'leks were actually, I mean, they've been slaves throughout the entire history of the Star Wars timeline. They were born as slaves when they were created. They were slaves from the beginning. Uh, but the Rakatans were so awful, and they were terrorizing so many people, um, that the Force abandoned the species, and like the species just the Force sensitivity just died out among the Rakatans. To keep their empire from spreading anymore. So because they were so awful, um, we got a mention in Andor of it was like this really um, this like relic that was brought back as like part of the gift in this wedding in Andor, and he was like. It was taken off Chandrila 25,000 years ago by the Rakata, and I think that's the first mention of the Rakata we've gotten in the new canon. Crazy place for it to be, but that confirms the Rakatan Infinite Empire is still canon. So
It's just some writer fucking around.
yeah, just to say, hey, let's throw in the Rakata. People like the Rakata. Canon.
You want Twitter to go crazy? Hold up.
Yep. Yes, sir. Well,
Let me
granted,
drop this in here.
what do you call it? We were getting a Knights of the Old Republic remake still anyway. That game has been in development hell for forever, but you can't really tell Revan's story without the Rakata anyways, so it's like it was implied they were still going to be in the canon somewhere, but actually hearing it in a mainline production that they exist and that they're still around, or that they were at least they're still around in canon as far as like the timeline goes. That shit's awesome. Uh, Shout out the Ricotta. Actually, no, shout out the Ricotta. They are fucking evil. A pretty
Yeah,
awful,
they're enslavers.
pretty awful group of people. Well, you know what they would do? They had this. So they didn't develop hyperdrive technology because the Gree had like these hypergates or whatever that they would use to travel through space to like other star systems and whatnot. What the Ricotta had were these like force engines in their ships. So the Ricotta um, would have other force sensitive beings that were like chattel slaves that powered these these engines. They would like torture them around the engine so that the engine would feed off their pain, so that the engine would be powered, and it could take them to other force sensitive planets, so like planets that were strong in the force. So yeah, they were fucking evil, pretty awful people. Just like women. No, excuse me. Sorry, slip of the tongue there. But
Force of habit.
so I don't know about much else I've been on. I will be on, Thunderbolts this Saturday. I might watch Sinners on Friday just to get it out the way too, just to go watch that
Dude.
as well. I might tap
See
into
that
something.
shit.
We shall see.
Tap the fuck in, dude.
Is that it for us? Anything else you got? Anything else you
Yeah,
got?
I will just tease that because I said there were going to be two like Nuzlocke recap videos. The first one, the journal one, comes out this week. This Saturday is when it will be out. It's a totally different style, so if
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
so if anyone sees it, just give me complete honest criticism, critiques about it, because it just it's a different style. So just let me know what you think about it.
I almost forgot to talk about music. I was listening to music this past. Well, granted, probably because I was disappointed by it a little bit.
No.
The new Car Seat Headrest album was
Okay.
just pretty good, but the singles were great. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
so they gave you all the good
singles are
stuff
good.
already?
There is one song on the deep cuts that holds up to the quality of the singles, and that's the song "Reality." I think "Reality's" fantastic, phenomenal song. And there's a couple other good songs on the deep cuts, but like the first two deep cuts are just total nothing burgers. And then for the most part, the album is just like it's good. It's a good solid album. If anybody else had come out with it, I'd feel really good about it. But like I don't know, Car Seat Headrest, I expect a little more from just in general. And especially given how strong the three singles were, I thought this album was going to be incredible, and it was just pretty good. So maybe it's my fault for having my expectations as high as they were, and even then, like it's still a good album. I just didn't love it, and I don't think I'll be coming back to it a ton. The Model Actors album, however, absolutely up to my expectations. That album was awesome, fantastic album, immaculately produced. very some of the singles kind of felt like very similar songs, so I was a bit concerned that the entire album would kind of sound like that. It didn't. Quite a few variations on the deep cuts, so that was pleasant. And then new Pup album that had a Jeff Rosenstock feature on it, which was cool. New Pup album was really good too. So a good strong new music Friday just in general. There was some other shit that I haven't listened to yet. Oh, the new JPEG Mafia EP, I liked it quite a lot. With Flume, it was a collab EP. Flume's a producer. Flume was producing the music on the Peg EP. I thought in general it was a good Friday. I just wish the car seat headrest album was better. And I just wish women were good people. But now I think that'll do it for us today. So be sure to check out next week's video on Brayden's channel. If you're still here, big kisses. Have a great rest of your day. Please take care. We'll see you same time next week.